I thought of a new name for our podcast the other day.
You want to change the name?
No, I don't. I was just thinking.
What's the idea?
I've forgotten it now, but it was to do.
Hey guys, welcome back to Broken Spoken episode 9. So what'd you get into this week? Let's bring the energy back up.
What did I do this week? Well, we are in the middle of Snowmageddon right now in New York. It is freezing. There is so much snow on the ground. It's icy, and
that's the big problem. Soho gets super icy.
It's like full on slippery outside.
Yeah, we were just outside trying to get coffee.
Coffee.
And
that's how New Yorkers say it. Coffee. And then Bostonians say coffee.
Coffee. Pack the car.
Pack the car and have a yard.
Pack the car and have a yard.
Pack the car and have a yard. Am I doing it right?
I don't know. You just sound like a seagull. We haven't done accents on the show in quite some time.
We haven't. I can't do Bostonian. I can't do like a Texan-y one either.
Yeah, that's it's a pretty different one.
Can you do a Southern accent? You're from the South.
What kind of Southern accent?
Okay, that's pretty good.
I mean, we could do cowboy drawl.
Cowboy drawl.
The biggest thing you gotta remember while being out there on the road, number 1, always tuck your saddle straps.
Vittles and grits.
Now, my wife, when we get back and have a little bit of a Methodist prayer, she's gonna slap down some buttery grits on that plate of yours. I'm gonna lift my cowboy shoes, my buffalo skin bag. Texas is fun. What else? I mean, what other spot? I could do other Southern too,
I could do like, special needs Georgia.
No, that's awful. Don't do that.
I could do.
You sound like
I know.
Who's that character in Family Guy?
Oh, I do sound like Clifford, right?
Yeah, you do.
Let's see if I can do that.
No, I don't know about all that.
Yes, that sounds just like him.
It's kind of like him.
And then I can do the grandpa that's like, "Hey, Chris."
Oh yeah, you can do him.
Isn't that what he does?
Yeah,
like, oh shit,
you want to come play in my basement?
You want to come play in my basement?
That's
Oh, Chris.
Oh, Chris, you want to come play in the basement?
You gotta get that whistle at the end.
Oh my God, it's so creepy. I'm literally hearing you whisper in my ear right now through the headphones, and it's
Chris,
horrific.
You gotta take off your shirt.
Oh no, I don't like it. Please stop. Please stop.
He's such a rapist.
It's so bad in my headphones.
But the Southern one is always a fun one to do.
You should do character voiceovers because that's good.
I always do.
I've been working a little bit on.
What was that?
I'm trying to transfer to Peaky Blinders.
You at one point had the Peaky Blinders accent down so well, and it's gone a little skewy.
Well, the new season comes out in February.
Very excited.
So I'm trying to perfect my Peaky Blinder.
Now, are you doing a Thomas Shelby or an Arthur Shelby? Because they're very different.
This is my Thomas Shelby.
Okay.
It's okay.
And then what's the Arthur?
The Arthur.
Yeah.
Arthur's much easier, mate.
Oh, that's exactly. Arthur Shelby.
I once did a stigmata on a gentleman in World War I. I don't know. It's my Tom Hardy.
I loved Peaky Blinders.
The bread is not discussed. Yeah, you remember that scene? The distinction.
Billy Kimber. Right. That's it, right?
The distinction, between bread and rum is not discussed. That's what he's like in that scene, right?
It's a great show. If you haven't watched it.
Man, when that man wakes up, he's going to think about your funny little joke. And then, it's like Tom Hardy. He's such a psycho. I love it,
It's a great show. I'm excited for that, and I'm excited for Outlander. That new season.
Outlander.
You don't watch Outlander, do you?
I tried. I tried.
It.
Sazerac. I always think she says Sazerac.
No, it's Sazerac.
But I hear
it's Sassenach.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, did I sound angry?
You're like, get it, you dumb fuck.
Sassenach, please.
I'm so sorry, I don't know how to read. I'm trying.
It's Sassenach. It means Sassenach.
Hey, good old Scottish.
A wee bit of shortbread.
A wee bit of shortbread. You touch the stone, right? And then you go straight and back in time. It's very strange.
Oh, so you know the story. Okay, yeah.
Aye, I've seen probably 4, 5 episodes.
Well, that's your problem. You didn't get to episode 6.
Aye, what happens at 6?
I think that's the one where they all fuck each other and it's like...
Everyone fucks each other.
Not everyone, but
I'm
the main
skipping right to it. I'm skipping right to the time where the tits and ass, Sazerac.
Did you ever watch Bridgerton?
I did,
so
actually. I had to. It's such a phenomenon.
It's so great. So Bridgerton was so funny because everyone kept telling me like, it's so inappropriate, but so fun and so risque. And the first 5 episodes
Bridgerton?
What? Well, that's no, it is. It is. Did you watch Bridgerton?
Yeah, I watched the whole thing.
So the first 5 episodes are very calm and like they just kiss and that was it. And then I think it's episode 6 again, or maybe episode 5. The whole episode is just them fucking each other.
What?
Like explicitly. Did you miss out the best episode of Bridgerton?
No, is that when he takes her to his place? And he's like, this is where my dusty old dad like hangs his coat of arms. You know, that's it.
No.
You know what I'm talking about, though?
It's the episode after they get married and they're just like, they're free to do whatever they want. And so they just fuck each other all over his dusty old dad's
Yeah,
mansion.
okay, so that one. Okay, yeah, I did see that episode.
You didn't?
I did.
So they're like naked the whole episode.
Yeah, I guess so. I didn't think about that.
So enlightened. Nudity does nothing.
I mean, what do you
for
think
me.
of the show, though, right? Because this
I
is Shonda
thought-
Rhimes. She's now like the greatest producer of all time.
So at first, I couldn't get into it because I'm a real stickler for historical accuracy and it's completely
And that's your
inaccurate.
era. Yeah.
And the costumes were all wrong.
Mm-hmm.
But once I got over that, I really enjoyed it for what it was.
Yeah, it's
fun. It's so much fun. The characters are great.
it's Scandal.
It's Scandal, exactly.
Bridgerton.
It's Scandal set in the
That's
past.
what I wanted.
It's great.
Yeah.
And for what it is, I think it's fantastic. And I'm really excited for season 2. I also really like the actors they picked. I think they did.
Yeah, isn't he not doing it again?
He's not, because his character isn't the focus of season 2. So apparently in the books, because they're based off a book series, each book focuses on a different sibling.
On a different guy?
No, different sibling from that family, from the girl's family.
Oh, wait, so who's next? The
So
weird one who reads?
The older brother. The weird one who reads. The older brother, Anthony, apparently is the focus of...
Oh, the one who like was best friends with that guy.
Yeah, yeah.
And he's like trying to keep his dad's business alive.
Yes, yeah. I'm
And
trying to...
He's like a banker.
Yes, and he's got great mutton chops.
Yeah, fantastic mutton chops.
Yeah, I need to rewatch Bridgerton actually because I'm forgetting parts.
Okay. Well, it's interesting. I wonder how that's going to go.
It should be good.
Yeah, but that guy, Renee Page.
Oh, he's so handsome. Yeah.
He's going to be huge.
Renee Jean, I think it is. Renee Jean Page. There's
Something like that. Something
there's
super
Jean
French.
in there.
Jean René
Yeah, the blue, blue, blue.
Jean René
So handsome. Such a good actor.
He's-
People were talking about him for the next James Bond. But he's quite young.
He can't do it.
You don't think he hasn't got the suave? I want Idris Elba.
No, he has this swap. Idris Elba would kill it, but
But
he's too old now.
Yeah.
You know?
They should have cast him.
You know who actually would be really good?
Who?
Well, Tom Hardy.
Shelby.
Oh, yeah, go, mate, go.
I'll have a martini.
Where's the
shaken,
whiskey?
not stirred.
Right, here's what we're going to do, yeah? I'm going to go over there and disarm the bomb. All right, thank you.
Have there ever been bombs in James Bond? I feel like there's
Oh,
never
my God,
bombs.
yes. There's been nuclear bombs.
Hold on, I'm going to step away for a sec because my cords all tangled and it's stressing me
Okay,
out.
I'll fill you in on James Bond. So James Bond hides a lot of little secret Easter eggs, right? And you know it's based on a real guy, right? Did you know that?
Ian Fleming based it on a real guy?
Yeah,
Really?
there's a real spy.
Who's the spy?
I forget his name, actually. But yeah, based on a real guy. So there was a real, he didn't do all this crazy shit, obviously.
Yeah.
But I think it was Goldfinger where he stops an atomic bomb from blowing up and it ends on 007.
Oh, that's cool.
Also in
Apparently, so my uncle said that until this last movie, spoilers by the way, skip 20 seconds if you don't want to hear this. Apparently this is the first James Bond that's ever died on screen.
You think he died?
Oh, of course he died. The island blew up.
I don't think he died.
You don't think he died? I did.
James Bond doesn't die.
But then how did he escape? The whole point was he died and the island blew up and they had a funeral for him. And Daniel Craig's done. I don't know how they could bring him back from that.
Because he's not going to die. He didn't die.
How did he get off the island?
They'll explain that conveniently in the next movie. When they launch a whole new person, you know what I mean? It's going to be like Tom Holland.
God, can you imagine?
Barely like, oh my gosh, there's a bomb. And then he finds a vault and he's like, oh, this is really great. I found a vault.
And
Hey
Daniel-
guys, I found a vault. I'll be all right. No signal. Oh no.
I never realized that James Bond was supposed to be the same person. I always thought James Bond was like a code name.
No.
And then as new people came in to play 007, they were like, well, now you are James Bond. Like, this
It's
is
the
your
longest running character in movie history.
identity. He's been alive for a long time.
Yep. And the very best started it. Sean Connery, no one comes close.
Sean Connery.
Yes, of course.
Yeah, that was good too.
Is he still alive? Yes, I would.
Is he?
Yes.
I
would
forget
mourn
sometimes
his
who
death.
died and who didn't.
He was the best James Bond, but yeah, another fun fact about James Bond. James Bond got married once.
To who?
She lasted 45 seconds. True story. in Her Majesty's Secret Service.
Okay.
That was
Did she
when
die?
George Lazenby, the only James Bond to do 2 movies.
Was he not a good Bond? Is that why he
No,
needed
he
to?
was considered the worst Bond.
Oh, can you imagine? That's so much pressure actually taking on James Bond. I don't know if I can handle it.
I don't think you'll have to. I think you're going to be okay.
Excuse me.
I don't think they'll,
I actually,
If they make him female.
as a fierce feminist,
Oh my God.
I don't want a James Bond that's female.
I'll be so pissed.
Because he's supposed to be this suave, like, gentleman. And I think I love that they're bringing in stronger female characters to support Bond, but I don't want James Bond to be a woman.
No, that would literally ruin the movies.
Yeah, I want it to be a man. I don't care what race he is. I don't care.
Yeah, why would that matter?
Like, that doesn't matter to me at all, but I don't want it to be a woman.
James Bond's most important quality, number 1, right?
Sexiness.
He overcompensates his brutality with classic English charm.
But he has a soft heart on the inside.
Not really.
He kind of does.
Not really.
He kind of does.
He doesn't.
He doesn't?
He doesn't. So like the movies we're seeing now are all his early phase. So it's what fucks him up. Like
Is being
in the
kind?
early Bond movies, he will throw whoever girl he's with out the window immediately. Like he does it all the time. Like he does it all. They are just the girls
They're just
in these movies are
tools.
literally just tools.
My arm's going numb now. Alexander, this is...
What is going on with your
I'm
body?
falling apart. I'm really tired. It's been like a lot of work this week. And then the cold doesn't do well with me. Or I don't do well with the cold, I should say.
Is that true? You don't like the cold?
I hate the cold.
Me too.
I'm always freezing. I'm always cold. Even when it's warm outside, I'm always cold.
I know it's kind of like a classic
In
New York
extra
thing
layers.
to bitch about the winter, but then summertime you're like, New York is the best, because that's exactly how I feel.
It's true, but it's very sweaty in the summer too. I'll bitch in the summer
Hotter
as
the
well.
better.
I'll
Hotter the
bitch about
better.
how hot and sweaty I am.
I could totally live in Miami and be all right all day.
The thing is, right now it's cold in New York and it's cold inside. I feel like you can't warm up anywhere you go because the buildings are old.
Because the buildings are like
Old and dusty, just like the house of Bridgerton. And you're always just chilly, I feel. My apartment anyway is always chilly. And then I run my space heater and I live with a permanent fear that I'm going to burn my apartment down with a space heater. Every time I leave, it's like when people worry about leaving the oven on.
Oh my God.
I'm always worried that I left my space heater on and I'm going to burn my apartment down.
I fear about that with these heaters. So this building, this will be a little property management kind of thing that I can bring up. So this building here was vacant for a long time, right? And when you're vacant for over a year, the city shuts down your gas.
Yeah.
And you have to go through the whole bureaucratic process of making sure that your pipes are appropriately put together and that the meter is good. I think your phone just rang.
That's okay. Ignore it. I'll put it on silent.
Yeah. What was I saying?
The pipes. The pipes.
The pipes are calling from glen to
Should we
glen.
harmonize? And down the mountainside.
Dissonance.
What's the
Sorry.
next?
I'm not harmonizing.
What's the next
turning
line?
it into a fugue.
What's the next line?
From glen to
We
glen.
did that. And down the mountainside.
Oh, Danny boy.
Oh, Danny boy again.
The lights are falling
Is that
from
it?
glen to glen.
It's not Glen to Glen.
Yes, it is. It's
Glen.
no,
Glen.
Hey, it's fucking Glen out there.
From Glen to Glen.
And
Down the mountainside.
God, this is awful. You know,
Da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Oh, Danny boy. Oh, Danny boy.
oh, Danny boy.
I love you so.
This summer, Danny boy gets down.
Episode 5 of Danny Boy is just
Episode
the sex
5,
episode.
Danny gets down. Danny slips in without a glove.
I miss those old movie commercials or advertisements that had the coming this year
We wanna make a
to
movie?
cinema near you.
Want to make a movie right now?
Yeah.
Okay, you do all the character voices. I'll do the setup with
Okay.
the movie voice, okay?
Wait, we got to prep it first. Is it a rom-com?
You're
Is
going to
it
find
serious?
out. You're going to find out.
Oh, so I just
You can't be ready.
Okay.
So I'm going to start it, and you're going to do sound effects and all the character dialogue.
wait,
and
that's a
pass
lot
it.
of work for me.
Yeah, you can
You do
it.
sound effects, I'll do character dialogue.
Okay.
Stop farting in our bed, James. Keep going. We hadn't stopped.
It's so left field to where I was going. I was trying to make a scene movie.
I know. Keep going. Improv.
This summer. I can't do it. This summer. What is the story?
You made a
failing
noise.
this, so
I said
can
stop
we start
farting.
over?
Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
Stop farting in our bed, James.
This summer, The Brown Note comes back on its 3rd episode on HBO.
I never farted in no bed, Janice.
Well, you did last time. What the fuck, John?
I thought I was doing the voices.
I'm just throwing you a wrench.
We've got James, John, and Janice so far. Wait, there's 3 of them in the bed? A threesome turns crazy.
Oh, yeah. Won't you, you want to touch me there and,
I don't,
you give me anxiety?
James.
And now they join forces to put together the most single important orgasm of all of Canterbury.
Canterbury?
We're in England. Plot twist.
We had 2 American characters and 1 Brit.
We came here illegally.
You know what, John? Was that the voice I did before?
In theaters.
You know what, John? We have to save Canterbury Cathedral.
Can they save Canterbury Cathedral? Find out. Watching this may include seizures. Please alert your doctor of any allergic reactions during the
Right,
purchase.
it's become a pharmaceutical commercial.
That was the dumbest shit I think we've ever done together in our lives.
We could do it properly. Okay, do another one.
all right.
Give me. You do sound effects and voice narrations, and I'll. This is the last chance we've got. If this operation doesn't work, he's going to die.
Join America in their brand new, exciting tale.
My name is Dr. Claus. I will save you.
Captain, we must try harder to get the invention done.
But Dr. Claus is here, and he'll save everyone.
As they band together to decide the ultimate fate of the world and destiny and galaxy and Pluto's included.
I love being a doctor on a spaceship.
We love you too, Dr. Claus. Oh no, the aliens are invading.
And as the aliens come down, one man must stand.
Stand tall and grab your scalpels.
All right.
Thank God Dr. Claus is here. And I've always loved you.
Immediately streaming on Netflix, December 2nd.
That was pretty good.
That wasn't bad. We're getting better. Should we try one more?
Should we?
Should we? I feel like everyone's starting off our podcast by now. All the comments are going to be like,
Hey, man.
fuck you.
Yeah, it'd be like, we just watched you two entertain yourselves for 30 minutes, and this was boring, so.
Oh, sorry. Are we doing this for you?
Yes, we are.
Yeah, we are, actually. Kind of. Also for ourselves, let's be honest.
Let me look at my notes. Sometimes I write fun things down to talk about because I'll see something out in the wild and I'll think about you and I want to tell you. And I have a bad memory, so I write stuff down in my notes.
Okay, nice. What do you got?
West Elm Caleb.
Oh, West Elm Caleb.
Have you guys followed this? So West Elm Caleb went viral on TikTok because apparently he's this guy who works at West Elm whose name's Caleb, and he has been a serial philanderer. Is that the right word? He's been basically scheduling
That's a good word.
dates with girls all over New York, and then we'll have like a date at lunchtime, a date at dinner, a nighttime
crazy.
date, a morning date. He's got a lot of free time and a huge social bandwidth because I could not see that many people at once.
Can
I'd
you
be
imagine
furious.
the energy?
Anyway, one girl talked about this guy on TikTok who, on TikTok, one girl talked about a guy she went on a date with on a dating app, and he ghosted her and was kind of a dick. And then someone,
Allegedly.
as a joke, said, "Is it West Elm Caleb?" And all of a sudden, the girls of New York unionized and realized they've all been dating the same guy.
That's so crazy.
Which is wild.
Isn't it wild that we live in a world where we can find out about that?
Do you know what it is? It's New York is scarily
So small.
for a big
Yeah.
city.
People think this is, you just get lost in the anonymity.
No, it's
not the truth.
It's scarily small. So
Yeah.
anyway, these girls have unionized. They're all calling him out. It's pretty entertaining. If you just search West Elm Caleb, I think even on Google he comes up,
Yeah, he's
which is crazy.
soon there's going to be an official account.
Of West Elm
Right?
Caleb,
And he's going to have his official Instagram.
he'll have merch.
He will have merch.
Be like, "I ghost."
We should make merch. We should make West Elm Caleb merch.
We should make. Wait, what could the tagline? I tried to say slogan and tagline. It came out slagline.
What would be the tagline?
What would be the slagline?
You know, I can slip you in at dinner.
What?
I don't know. Like I can slip.
No,
okay,
it has
you
to be
come up
something
with
about.
one.
Sorry.
At least I contributed. Doesn't mean it was any good.
We should come up with okay, that's the thing. It has to combine furniture because he's a designer. He designs furniture for West Elm. And it has to involve what he does, which is philandering. I philander in the furniture aisle. No, that's not good at all.
I mean, it's better than what I said. I'll be honest.
You say again, I'll slip you in at Lina.
That is what I said, and I wish I didn't.
Anyway, West Elm Caleb. It's very entertaining to watch. and to be fair, so far from what I've seen, it's just like good-hearted ribbing. You know,
Oh, it is.
No one's like kill West Elm Caleb, or like they're just more like
I think they're amazed.
dude, you were ghosted too. The audacity of this guy, you know.
It is really amazing that one man can have so many dates.
He ain't even that cute. No offense, West Elm Caleb. He's not bad, but he's not like I don't know. He's not some. I was supposed to say Casablanca, but Casanova. I can't think straight today. He's not.
Yeah,
some,
we're both kind of working on like a quarter brain.
Yeah, so that means in total we have half a brain between us. So he's not some kind of Casanova. He's
That makes you think that if we were to put our brains together, we would be at optimal 50%. You know what I'm saying? Like we'd probably make like 44%.
Also, West Elm Caleb kind of dresses like you right now. Like he wears the beanie. It's not bad. It's just very Brooklyn, but he has a stupid little Brooklyn mustache.
I almost had a mustache the other day.
You did?
I
You
shaved
shaved it
down
off?
my beard to see what I looked like with a mustache.
That sounds kind of fun. If I had a beard, I would grow a beard and then I would do the Fu Manchu, right?
Yeah, brilliant.
With mutton chops, just
Brilliant.
for spice.
Yeah.
And then I
That's
would.
a very you look, by the way.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And then I would shave it off so it was long and twiddly.
You can't do that with a Fu Manchu.
Oh, I'm just talking about shaving. I'd have fun. Okay, then I shave it short. Just give myself a good old fashioned
It
mustache.
doesn't work like that.
What do you mean?
Think about it.
If you have a
This-
Fu Manchu,
if
and then
it's a
just shave the bottom off, you have a good old mustache.
Well, hold on. What am I thinking of?
Isn't the
the
Fu Manchu-
biker one is where it's
Oh,
part
the
of your
handlebars?
face. Yeah, it's not. It's
What's
not
the-
one
what's
long
the
thing
Fu
like a
Manchu then?
Fu Manchu. You're right. That's like
That's long and twiddly.
Yeah, that's the kung fu one where it can be pulled
So
out.
then
and
I
like
would
this, and like,
yeah, and then I would twiddle it up like a funny painter.
like Salvador Dali.
Yeah, and then I would
One of the
shave it
greatest ever.
real short and twiddly, like just on my
You know
lip.
that Salvador Dali at one time was the highest paid actor ever.
He was an actor?
He was in Dune.
What?
Yeah,
Like the old school Dune, you mean?
the old school. Well, yeah, the old school.
The
Dune.
original Dune movie.
I don't know if it was the original, right? I think it was Lynch. So sorry, not Lynch. Yeah. What else is new in the world? What do you think Russia's going to invade Ukraine?
Oh, I actually hope they don't because World War III does not sound fun. Okay.
Ruin it for everybody. Yeah, World War III sucked. Do you think we would fight it? Or do you think they'd be like, you're kind of a little tool?
I think I would get medically exempt, but
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What part of yourself do you think would make
my
you
broken hip.
You'd be like, great, you just need to press this button to launch drone strikes.
Oh God, yeah, I didn't think about that part.
Right? One
Bone
hand is on
spurs.
Cheetos,
Bone-
the other is on the button.
That's so scary. I think we're too old to draft now, though. Isn't the draft really? It ages out pretty young.
Is that true?
I think the draft, like they call up people 18 to like 24. It's really young. The draft ends real young. Because my friend tried to join the army at 30 and they wouldn't let him.
They wouldn't
They
let
wouldn't
him?
let him.
No way.
They thought he was, maybe he was a little older. Maybe he was like 33.
Yeah.
But they thought he was too old.
You can join the army later than that. You can't join special forces past 30.
But you have to be,
I don't think.
you have to have army experience previously to join special forces.
Is that true? Or
I don't know.
I think, yeah, I don't know if that's true.
But I don't think you could just walk in from being like a Wall Street banker and join the special forces.
Well, no, you have to go through boot camp.
But
and
it's
then
more
go
than
through
just
the
boot camp. I
process.
think you have to have had military experience.
I don't know if that's entirely
Like
true.
same with Navy SEALs, right? They don't just waltz in and they don't apply to
Well,
be a
yeah.
Navy SEAL. They join the Navy and then from there.
Okay, I'm not an expert, so don't shoot me if I'm wrong. I think you have to go through the first step, no matter what. So if you're joining Navy, you have to go through your Navy training, right?
Yeah, and if you're
and
in
then
special
once
forces,
you're a cadet, you can enroll into any special forces school. I believe.
if you had to be in any branch of the military, which branch would you be?
I'd want to be I'd want to be a Green Beret probably. You know, like I'd like to be in with the locals.
I want to be like mounted horseman. Not horseman, mounted policeman. Like a mounted policeman, like a policeman on a horse, yeah.
That's in the military? In Canada?
No, maybe.
There's no Mounties now in America?
In maybe the police force. That's not special forces.
This dream just took us.
Okay, old-fashioned army, like battle, medieval. Lord of the Rings. What army bit would you want to be?
Okay, if I was in Lord of the Rings, which army would I want to fight for?
Or like which part? Like I'd want to have a bow and arrow because I want to be far back from the battle.
Yeah, that's not really how it works.
Do you want to be on a horse? Do you want to be a foot soldier? Do you want to?
No, you want a horse. Everyone wants a horse.
I want to stand on a cliffside watching the battle and.
Oh, and like shoot bows?
Yeah, bow and arrow. I don't want to be in the fight. I want to shoot bow and arrows. I don't want to be the guy who has to run and like sacrifice himself to blow up the
the Uruk-hai who like blows himself.
Yeah, that part is so scary when he runs with the flame.
Yeah, and he's like,
yeah.
Everyone's like, bring him down.
Yeah, I love that.
And
scene.
Legolas failed.
Yeah, maybe I don't. Yeah,
He didn't bring him down.
He did.
He didn't. Last minute, he jumps in and he blows it up.
Oof.
Can't wait for the show. I
So,
cannot wait.
Which part would you want to be?
Okay, I think I would want to be Gandalf.
Well, you can't just be a specific character.
Well, you said, what do you mean? You said I don't want to be in the fight, but I want to be in the fight.
I said I want to be an archer.
Okay.
So you can't just be like, I want to be Gandalf. You have to tell me which area you want to be in.
Fine.
Wizard. Do you want to be a wizard then?
Fuck yeah.
Okay.
Fuck yeah, I'll be the wizard.
In Gladiator, let's make it a bit more real.
Okay, I like where this is going. This is my wheelhouse.
Which part of the army would you want to be in? The Roman army.
Which part of the Roman army would I want to be?
Would you want to be the one who mans the trebuchets? Would you want to be the one who's on a horsey? Would you want to be?
Okay, like realistically.
Yeah, look, because I want
no
to
matter what, I can survive, right?
No, that's the point. You have to pick a right character.
Yeah, I mean, let's be honest.
Otherwise, you could say whatever you wanted.
Yeah.
You could die. This is
so I can
this is the Roman army we're talking about.
Okay, so I can die.
Yeah, of course.
All right, so my intimate knowledge of the Roman army.
Oh God, here we go.
I would prefer to be in the general's bodyguard. That is the safest place because A, you're on a horse. Mm-hmm. B, you're the last thing to go in. Okay. And C, you get all the best food, all the best nutrition.
Okay.
So the entire time you're taking care of it.
In the general's bodyguard, is there an archer? Because that sounds kind of nice.
Can there be? I can ask. Because I can ask Julius Caesar.
I would do that then.
You would do that,
but with the archery.
I don't know if we have any positions open, but I'll ask.
All right, thank you.
You know,
yeah,
the archers
because the food back in our camp, isn't very good.
Yeah,
and the foot soldiers keep stealing our bread.
You know, archers were just like late ancient Rome, right? It wasn't at the beginning. They didn't have.
All right, archers. But the food in our camp.
They had javelin guys. So they had guys with a small shield. If you just joined the army, you would join the Velites.
I got to send you on an improv class. You should have riffed with me on that one.
What? With what? Sorry, I got too excited talking about Rome. I'm like, ancient Rome.
You were
ancient Rome.
You were like You were like, oh, I'll ask Julius Caesar. And I was like, yeah. And I was pretending to be
turtles.
I was pretending to be a soldier.
Yeah.
I thought you'd come back with like another thing.
You'd sound like Arthur Shelby.
Pretending to be a soldier, and then you just went, well, actually, factually, they didn't have archers. They had javelins. And really, when you think about it, it's much better.
No one cares, Alexander. You fucking
it's nice. No, it's nice that you have a passion. I think it's very good because people don't have passions.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
I got that figured out.
Lots of people don't.
It's really nice, Alexander, that you collect marbles because people don't have passions.
I was trying to be nice.
No, it worked. It's just,
People don't have passions though. People don't have. The most boring thing when dating someone is someone who has no interest besides work in the gym.
So I'm now in the
when a guy puts his thing as like, what are your hobbies? Gym. I'm like, I think it's great that people want to stay in shape, but unless you're a personal trainer, I don't know. I just assume you haven't got anything intellectual to talk about. Maybe I'm judging gym people because I'm out of shape. That's probably it.
Well, I mean, it's just different priorities. Some people, they go to the gym not just to work out. They go to the gym to cleanse their mental palate.
And I think that's fantastic. And I'm a big proponent of exercise. I've started trying to do more of it. But I'm saying I can't have a conversation with someone about the gym.
Yeah.
So that's on my end.
You couldn't make it up. Like if there was a guy that you were really attracted to.
I wouldn't.
You wouldn't bullshit?
No.
No.
Because it's nice when people are good at like different things. You know?
Yeah.
I wouldn't be like, oh, I love deadlifting.
Yeah.
I wouldn't, I might be like, oh, I actually don't know much about that, but it sounds cool. Tell me more. Or I'd be like, oh, but I do this exercise. Have you done that?
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, and then it just immediately goes to Harry Potter.
Yeah. And then I'm like, and I'm a
What's your
raven.
sorting
and
hat?
I'm a Ravenclaw. So how do you feel about that? Yeah.
What's your love language? You know,
Harry Potter.
that's your love language.
What's my love language? Giving or receiving? Because those are two separate things.
So not gifting.
No. Like there's the love language you like to get, and there's the love language you like to give.
I didn't know there were two. I didn't make it that far. In the
Right?
book. I was just
Well, I
like, this
assume
is stupid.
so because like my love language to people is acts of service. Like I like taking care of people,
Right. That
and
makes
doing
sense.
things to help them out, and probably acts of service. And what are the other ones? And I like to quality time.
That's mine.
The ones I like to show people is acts
That's
of
the one.
service. I like if I love someone, I'll take care of them. Probably a bit too much.
Yeah.
But I like cooking. I like being there for someone. I like helping people out. So that kind of thing. And then also quality time with someone.
Quality time is.
But I don't know if I like receiving that. I don't
Really?
I don't know. I need to be more introspective. I don't know what I like to get in a love language. Words of affirmation can be hard because I tend to doubt them.
Whoa, that's deep.
Yeah.
What are all the languages?
It's words of affirmation.
It's gifts,
right? Gifts,
Yeah, words of affirmation, quality time,
quality time, acts of service,
Acts of
and
service.
physical touch.
physical touch.
Yeah.
So those are probably my two: physical touch and quality time.
Okay. That you like to give or receive.
I mean, I guess, but I don't know
Like
if
is
there's
that
two categories.
Well, in the sense of like when you love someone, do you show them through physical touch and quality time?
No, I show them through service. Actually, now I think about
Yeah.
it. Like I offer my time.
Yeah.
You know, like I
Acts of
offer
service.
things to do for them.
Yep.
I'm like, how can I help?
Yeah, that's me too.
You
But
know?
you like to get back.
Quality
you
time.
feel loved when someone gives you quality time and
Yeah,
physical
and physical
touch.
touch.
That makes sense.
That's everything.
So I'm trying to think. I think mine would probably be receiving.
Mm-hmm.
I think quality time,
yeah.
really important to me.
Yeah.
And I don't like acts of service because I do that to people.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't need it done to me. Maybe, what is it? Quality time.
Isn't it weird? I don't like it necessarily.
It feels weird that you're only allowed to pick two.
I feel selfish when people do acts of service
Me
for
too.
me.
But also, why is love language so strict? Why can you only pick two? like you have to pick two.
I'm everything. I get.
Well, maybe you like a mix of things.
Yeah, for sure.
It depends on
That's
the person.
probably the most
too.
realistic thing. It's probably like a pie chart, and then they just choose the more dominant one.
Yeah.
You know, but with my pie chart, it would probably be 100% quality time.
Quality time. Me too, I think. Yeah.
Because,
But
acts-
I show it through acts. I'm like you.
Mm-hmm.
We would be terrible dating.
no, let me get that. No, let me get
We
that.
get that. God damn it. But we'd have great quality time together.
I mean, I don't know. You know.
But we just fight the whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to find someone that matches with that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, look, everyone's so different. It's like
It
all
also
these
depends
books-
on who you're dating. Sometimes I date someone and the love language changes because you get to know someone.
Yeah.
You know, like I have some people I
That's
know in
true
my
too.
life that I know they show love through acts of service.
Mm-hmm.
And so when they, even though maybe that's not my ideal, when they do that for me, I feel loved because I know, oh, that's how they show love.
Right. Yeah. This book's weird, right?
I've never read it.
This book. Oh, really?
It's a book.
Yeah.
This is just stuff I read on the internet.
No, there's a real book on this. It's called Love Languages.
I kinda wanna
It's
read
what-
it now.
It's what made it, and it's
It's super interesting.
I don't know what my beliefs are in that. You know, this whole like
It's all just-
psychoanalyst thing where they categorize it and they bookmark it and they say the entire world of what we're discussing here fits snugly into these categories.
Well, I think there's no absolute
I don't know about
in
that.
my mind. I agree. Like I
yeah,
think
but they don't teach that.
I
though.
think it's super interesting and fun to look into and super fun to think about, and maybe it will open the way you think about things. But I don't think that it's a hard line in the sand for everyone. There's 7 billion people on this planet. It can't fit for everyone.
God, we have 7 billion. Think about that.
Yeah.
That's so crazy.
7 billion people. Do you ever think that you've met people for a reason? Like something higher was guiding you to meet certain people?
1,000.
You think that? Yeah.
With that. So this is a primary philosophical like fork in the road.
Right.
And it's the basis of all Western philosophy. Do you believe the world is chaos and atoms or divine providence? Those are the questions.
Divine.
So divine providence is everything has an order,
Yeah.
everything has a reason,
Yeah.
fate, destiny, all that.
Yeah, maybe not fate and destiny so much, but more, I believe
It's structured.
in a higher power.
Right.
Yes, I
It's
believe in
structured.
God. So I believe there's a higher power that is affecting the world.
Right. Okay.
sure.
So that's providence.
Yeah.
Right. And then the other is like chaos and
That's how my
atoms.
brothers feel. They're very like
Chaos and atoms. Like
Yeah.
nothing makes sense and it's okay.
well, not even nothing makes sense, but more that the in a way the chaos makes sense. Like
The chaos is what
like
makes
we
sense,
are a
right?
total accident,
Right.
but also nature is very smart. If that makes sense.
Isn't that a weird difference between thought? Like think about
But
how
again,
deep that goes.
we just box people into two categories. Are those the only two?
Yeah, but those two categories are fair.
Yeah, but there's other things.
Like
There's
what?
people who believe. I mean, like aliens came down and
Yeah, but you can believe that.
populated the earth.
Right. So that would be providence.
There must be, but there's also people. I guess people that don't think about it.
But that would be providence.
but that they don't believe in a higher power.
But you're saying that, I see what you mean.
Do you know what I mean?
They kind of look at themselves more like lab rats than they do.
Yeah, or even more that
The
like
chosen people.
that we are a complete accident and
Do you
things
think
happen,
aliens did
but-
that though?
No.
I don't know.
Do you think there are aliens right now on planet Earth?
Fuck yeah.
Really?
Oh my God. Yeah, definitely.
I don't. I believe in UFOs, but I don't believe in like the little greens.
Well, I don't know about the little greens. I have no idea what they would look like, but here's what I believe.
Green and little, I'd assume.
I believe that we have alien life currently living in the natural order. Like I
That's
think
cool.
maybe an octopus or even these little microbials right,
It could be microbial.
could be
Yeah.
from other planets.
Yeah.
Because here's the way I look at it, right? All of the rules that Earth follows are the same rules in outer space, right?
You think?
It's weird, right? You know, you can have a solar sail.
What's that?
You can make a sail like a ship that captures sun waves and it pushes the ship like a sail on the ocean, but in outer space. You can have a sail. You see what I'm saying? So there's like layers to
So
similarity.
you're saying like the laws of our planet apply, like gravity
yeah, like
and
the
stuff.
logic of the laws
Yes,
of our planet.
okay, so like-
until it doesn't, it's not logical.
So like, well,
right?
within our Milky Way, like gravity is universal.
Well, just like
Some planets have
right.
more and less, but like gravity exists.
Right. But just like how animals live in caves and never leave, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then there's birds that fly. I believe that there are animals that stay on planet Earth and there are animals that fly from planet to planet. You see what I'm saying? So the scale of variability is there and possible in the great scheme of life. So that being said, I think it's probable that two things happen. One, there are definitely aliens out there. And two, we're sought out because we are extraordinarily special, right?
Yeah.
We're not a normal planet at all.
Do you know what's funny? One of the
It's
things
very weird.
I worry about this is so
What's that?
stupid. This is so stupid. Is not that I will get abducted by aliens, but that if I ever did get abducted by aliens, no one would believe me. I think about that sometimes
Yeah, they
when you're
wouldn't.
watching these shows with
They
people who
wouldn't,
are like, "I was kidnapped and flown into space, and they did test on me and sent back down to Earth." And your first thought, everything's okay. They're a bit of a Looney Tune.
Yep.
Like they're not. But what if it's real? I feel so bad. Can you imagine how stressful that would be if something like that happened to you and everyone was like, "Okay,
Yeah, I mean, no one would believe you.
yeah."
Literally, no
I
one
think
would
even
believe you.
people who would be like, "No, I believe you," are just saying that they
Yeah.
believe that you think that,
Yeah, right,
but they don't actually believe it happened.
right. Yeah, they don't believe that you got anally probed.
But they believe it's real to you.
Right,
So they'll be like, "I believe you," but they don't actually believe you.
right.
Yeah.
I think that that's possible.
That's so scary.
It is scary.
It's not the kidnapping of aliens and getting tests on. It's the fact that you could come back down to Earth and the rest of your life, like no one would believe you.
You know what's
That would fuck with your head.
yeah. You know what's a crazy thought? Our
What?
idea of alien life, I think, is mythologized, but we already have proof that life exists in outer space.
Yeah.
I once read that those little like those bears, those like microbial. Have you ever seen this before? I forget the name of them, but they're the tiny microbial living beings that when you zoom in on them,
They look like tiny bears. I think I've
they
seen
look like
yeah.
tiny bears
Yeah.
in a Michelin Man outfit.
Yeah, yeah.
Right? Or almost like a hazmat suit. That's what it looks like, a fucking hazmat suit. Okay? They survive in a volcano. They survive in the bottom of the ocean. And apparently, they survive outside in outer space. I read that they
Maybe
did a
it's-
swab on the International Space Station and they found Earth life, like exuding out from the planet, like breath.
Maybe it's
You know what I
like
mean?
in
A burp.
like a burp.
Yeah.
It's like Men in Black where they open the world and they're getting smaller and smaller. You remember that scene in Men in Black?
That scene was so good.
and they
they're
go
all
in
marbles.
and in and in. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you realize it's like getting tiny. Such a great scene.
I don't know if that's inaccurate. This mic gets
Icy.
freezing.
I'm really excited for.
I'm trying to warm it up with my own hand heat, but it's not
It's
working.
not worth it. I got coffee this morning and in the block I walked,
Got him some coffee.
to the train. It was cold from the cold outside. I walked to the train and it iced up. Oh my God, did you just tell? You're so rude. You just looked at me and went, fascinating. Okay, I guess.
Order. Order. The word ice must unequivocally and unqualificatively must be withdrawn. Order.
We just watched on the break because we were cold. We watched videos of British Houses of Parliament, and it's
Order. He's got like a tick. He's like
order.
Under any qualification must be withdrawn. Yes, my liege.
Order.
If the PM would stop being a dodgy Dave, we'd get some shit done, mate. Order. I'm going to do a whole scene.
Okay, so this is the Houses of Parliament, according to Alexander. We were just watching videos of the British House of Parliament.
Maybe the Scottish representative, please step forward. You must unequivocally, sir, and unqualitatively withdraw your statement. This is the British government. You are a member of the British government. We recognize you. Thank you. The PM has the floor. Yes, of course. I went full Richard Harris. I'll go Boris Johnson. I'll go Boris Johnson. So the most important thing is that the British government doesn't need Brexit. We don't need Brexit. We don't need England.
Can you do David Attenborough now?
Yes, I can. Okay, hold on.
The most dangerous animal you've ever seen.
No, you don't sound anything
Vicious.
David
Yes.
Attenborough.
Oh, here we go. David Attenborough.
talks like this. The giant sloth.
The giant sloth on the
Climbs
coasts
the tree.
of Brazil.
Yeah, there we go. That's better. What were you doing? Wait, what were you doing before?
You know that famous meme where it's like, the most dangerous animal ever seen.
No,
It's
that
like-
was good, but the voice you did before.
I don't know. It just came out as a voice. What did it sound like?
I can't even remember it now. It was like
Order.
order.
We should just go around the city and just be like, order.
You can't do that in New York. You get slapped.
Should we do an entire episode in British wigs? And
Oh, like
Parliament
judges'
clothes?
wigs? Yeah.
In the whole
And
time.
robes. You know what? It's so cold. I would love a wig and a robe right now. It would probably keep me really toasty.
All right. Please. My studio's cold. All right. I'm fucking sorry. Is it going to be every week?
It's not a personal attack.
It feels very personal.
I should have worn my long underwear, but I didn't today.
Order.
Good.
If you were in jail,
File the bars.
yeah, and you could have one person sneak something in,
What would I have him sneak in?
what would you have them sneak in? One thing.
Okay, depends. Is my thing just for entertainment, or am I trying to do like a whole Great Escape?
I would say there's no answer off the table. What do you want to do?
I don't.
Do you want to stay in jail or do you want to get out?
Well, no, because you can't. Even if you escape, you'd have to spend your whole life on the run. I'd rather try and get out legally.
Oh, I'd rather be on the run.
Really?
Yeah. Fuck that.
Do you know how hard it is to be on the run?
Yeah. You know how hard it is to be in jail?
No, but you can't just like change your name. Like there's like the government. It's really hard to hide.
It's way harder to be in jail.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Like
I try and get out legally.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Like I try and.
Okay, good luck. Fuck that.
Okay, so
Bye.
so if I'm trying to escape jail,
Yeah.
what tool do I need to escape?
Well, that's a different question, but sure, if that's what you want to do.
Well,
You just
fine.
so
What
maybe
would-
you want like
what
a
would you
book on
have-
law. You can just read that.
What would
Good
you
luck.
have hidden in your cake?
A bomb.
What?
A fucking giant stick of
You
dynamite.
can't hide a bomb in a cake. They'd scan
I
it.
said anything, you know?
Okay, in that case, a machete.
That's a bad choice. You're surrounded by iron bars. What is a machete going to do?
I mean, what are you going to do? Blow up the side of the prison and run out the door?
Yeah, exactly. What are you going to do?
Fine, I
Hack
wanna-
through the
fine.
stone siding of your cell with your machete?
I want a bomb too then in my cake.
You can't copy me. You got to
But
come
you
up
took
with
the
something.
only good one.
Okay, I'll take a second one then.
Okay, what else?
Oh my God.
Oh, no.
Tyrannosaurus Rex with the saddle. A T-Rex with the saddle. You'd be automatic win in any situation. Oh, you think that's a cell? Boom.
What about like a
That's the other good one.
those
It's your
are the
turn.
only two.
I could come up with a third.
Fine,
Right
I
now.
want a T-Rex with a bomb hidden inside of it.
That's genius.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Oh, no, yeah, or
That
like
doesn't
a
sound-
what about like a
that doesn't sound like a good investment.
what about like a gun? Would that get you out of prison?
Yeah, but it's not as fun. I'd rather the T-Rex.
How are you gonna fit a saddle and a T-Rex in a cake?
That's
That's
the
up to the
problem for
baker.
tomorrow.
That's up to the baker to work that
That
out.
is the problem for tomorrow.
I gave her my requirements, and they.
You would
didn't compute.
stay in jail and fight legally? Like, really?
You wouldn't actually escape from jail if you were in jail.
If I was given a choice to be in jail for 50 years
Or escape?
or escape,
No, but what I'm saying is, if you were realistically, if you were in jail right now,
yeah.
and they were like, "Hey, listen, we have appeals. We're fighting this case.
What's my situation though? Like, what's my?
You are innocent.
Okay.
You've been falsely accused of
Murder.
sure,
Okay.
and you're in jail. You're facing 50 years. It was
Yeah.
a bad one. It was a bad murder, and your lawyer's like, "Hey, listen, we're gonna get you out. We have a great case we're building. We're gonna get witnesses.
Nope. Bye.
We're gonna fight it. We have some DNA we can pull out to clear you."
We've had it the whole time. We happen to lose the case.
We were trying to play our cards right. New DNA showed up, right?
Right.
And
Okay.
you're gonna get out of jail. It may take
That's different.
a couple months, but we're gonna fight this, right? The law is on your side. And would you then try and escape?
If they found DNA evidence, I would wait a month.
What about like Amanda Knox's case? She got out.
How long was she in jail?
She was in jail for a while.
For years?
I think it was a year
She was
or
also
so.
overseas.
She was
you're,
supposed to leave.
you're just immediately fucked if that happens.
Well, she got out. That's what I'm saying.
I know, but if you go to jail in another country, you're done.
Yeah.
Like, you
Her
better
case
hope
is
you're
so
in America.
sad. I do not think she killed those people at all.
I didn't even follow up with it, but she
It's
just did a
wild.
pod with Rogan like a few months ago.
Yeah,
Did you watch that?
No, I didn't.
I got to see it. It's 3 hours of her telling her story.
She's fascinating. It's honestly, there's a documentary about her. You should watch
everyone-
it. It's wild. Like the media was so skewed, and she was.
yeah, they made her into this like angry American woman, and it's crazy how they can pin people like that.
It was wild. Okay, so what would I? So let me think. What would I want in a cake in jail? If I'm in the same situation, right,
Okay.
and I could get out, and I just wanted something for fun,
Right.
maybe.
Yo.
I'm sure you can get that. No, you can't because you could use the string to hurt someone.
No,
I don't
someone
know.
can get that in there.
Okay, not a yo-yo. Something more fun.
They make their own liquor. Like,
Yeah.
they make their own wines.
I watched this documentary about jails, and
Crazy.
they had these crazy things they would do. One of them was their toilet systems were all connected. So they realized if they were in a toilet, they could talk to someone on a cell below them. They would empty out the toilet with water. They would use their cup and empty out the toilet, clean out the toilet
No.
to get rid of all the water. They would literally use their butt to suction off the rest of the water, like they'd sit on it, and then to get the toilet to like flush, they would put the suction, and then they could hear through the pipes, and they could talk to the people down below them.
No fucking
Isn't
way.
that wild? Yeah.
That's crazy.
People
go
get
to
real
jail.
nifty.
Let's do podcast in jail.
I don't want to go to jail.
We'll figure
One
that
of my
out.
biggest fears is going to jail for a crime I didn't commit.
Yeah. That and dying on a submarine.
Oh, yeah. I'm so claustrophobic. Oh, yeah. No, I hate that. I don't even want to go in a submarine full stop. Imagine drowning. And oh, God. Wow. There's that horrible scene in Pearl Harbor where they're all drowning on the boats. Have you seen Pearl Harbor?
Yeah.
And that horrible scene where they're all drowning on the boats in Pearl Harbor. It's oh, God, it gives
So
me the
sad.
shivers every time.
It's so crazy how that happened.
Yeah.
So Pearl Harbor is the craziest story. Do you think that we knew about it?
I don't know enough about Pearl Harbor to even start diving into conspiracy theories.
The conspiracy theory is this. All of the carriers, which is the most important thing, weren't there. They were all taken on a training exercise. That's a fact. That doesn't mean anything.
Yeah.
But for a fact,
Interesting.
they were taken away.
So they wouldn't get destroyed.
So they only destroyed our battleships and our destroyers and the majority of our complex fleet.
Isn't the theory, I'm just remembering this now, isn't the theory that it was staged to start a war, to join the war?
Yeah.
Right.
So at the time, America
They
was
needed
in
a
a neutral
reason
position.
to join
and
the
we were
war.
the biggest export
Yeah.
of metal and steel. So all the machines that were built to fight World War II, we basically...
So who staged it? You think America staged it?
The boat coming to blow us up were a few carriers and the Yamamoto, the largest battleship ever made. This fucking thing is like a monster. And so the theory is that we pulled our carriers away and decided to sacrifice some ships to make a catastrophe
So the public would support the decision
so that we
to
have
join the war.
a moral, like people
That's
are
what they
excited
say
to
about
join.
9/11 too, though, isn't it? They
Yeah.
say it was staged by America to join the war.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's-
Yeah.
It's a common thing to do though in history.
It is. It is. I mean, I don't think 9/11 was staged.
Well,
But
think about the Bay of Pigs.
I don't
Oh my God. Have you ever heard of Operation Northwoods?
know. I don't go into
No, this is declassified government
Okay.
documents. It's the Freedom of Information Act, right? Forces documents after a certain period
No,
of
I
time
know
to
that,
become
yeah.
public. So this is all fact. This isn't even conspiracy. This is literally battle plan. It's
Yeah.
public. The generals in JFK's time were saying that they were going to take a commercial airliner over Cuba with American citizens and shoot it down
Oh, wow.
to start a war with Cuba because of the Cuban Missile Crisis and how Russian influence was taking over there.
Oh my God.
Like that's like literally like public knowledge. Like that's not a conspiracy. There's nothing else to prove. It's proved.
Wow.
That's real. And JFK was like, "Are you out of your goddamn mind?"
Yeah.
Like it, and so he's talking about the military industrial complex and how they do crazy shit like this, which is interesting,
Yeah.
So it makes you wonder how many times in the past has it happened.
That stuff
I don't know if 9/11 was that though.
I don't think
What do
9/11
we
was
know?
that. Like we said, what do we know? And like I don't.
There's some
But
weird questions.
there's definitely dodgy stuff in history.
Yeah.
I mean, look at even Watergate. You know,
Oh my God. Yeah. Watergate.
it was wild.
Watergate is a huge, but that's not even the biggest thing.
No, of course not. But that's just the most public.
Like, what do you think was the biggest
Like government cover up.
that happened in our lifetime? Right.
I don't know.
I think it has to be how our government's been spying on us, and that was what's his name?
That was Assange, wasn't it? WikiLeaks.
Was that Assange or was it the other guy?
Or was it Snowden?
Yeah, I don't remember. I think
I
it was
don't remember.
Snowden.
I think it was Snowden. I think you're right.
Yeah, I think Assange was like war crimes and
Yeah,
citizen
Assange was
bombings
WikiLeaks.
and-
Yeah, and Snowden, I think, was
Snowden was a U.S.
the spying, the government
surveillance
spying.
program. That is probably the biggest shit. How crazy is that
Yeah.
to think about? You know, the paranoia. If you were to really take the time to think about that,
It's
the
like what we were
paranoia
talking
would
about.
cause.
Well, it's like what we were talking about earlier, where with the aliens, when no one would believe you if you were abducted.
Yeah,
Imagine the people who've been saying that stuff for years.
right.
And
Just like in
everyone
the
goes,
movies.
You're cuckoo.
Yeah,
you know?
just like in the movies. Like the government's watching you, man.
Yeah, and you'd be like, they're like, okay, that's the one who like,
And yet,
Yeah.
here we are.
yeah,
I'm
wild.
so sick and tired of conspiracy theorists becoming true. Like, the thing that people say is a joke.
yeah,
I remember when Lab Leak was a joke. Like people were like, "Yeah, I came from a lab." Okay.
right. Yeah.
And now we're here.
Yeah. I'm trying to think what's the conspiracy theory I really believe possible. I know, let me think. What's one I think could be really
The Pentagon
true?
has a lot of questions though. So this is what I heard. I can't say if this is true or not, but the
Yeah.
light posts on the fields outside of the Pentagon,
Mm-hmm.
the width between them are thinner than the width of a commercial airline that allegedly hit it. So the question is,
Yeah, but a light
why
post
aren't
would,
they ripped up?
I don't know if that's true. Is that a thing?
That's one of the questions.
They also would have come in over the light post. They wouldn't
No,
throw that load
the
of the light
hole
post.
is a perfect circle. The hole is a perfect circle
Mm.
through layers of military concrete. So
I don't know.
that's another question. Where's all the destruction on the ground?
Have you heard of the,
And also the museum. The museum changed that here in New York. I
Is that
went to it
true?
and saw it myself.
wow.
The image in the museum has it more like Saturn, as like a hole
Yeah.
with shit on the side. But just look it up online. It's a perfect hole through this side of the Pentagon. How does that make sense? And where's all the destruction?
I haven't seen the picture. So
And why haven't they released the black box?
yeah.
It's weird, right?
Yeah, it's weird. Have you heard the conspiracy theory about Titanic?
No.
That it wasn't the Titanic that actually sunk. It was the
What?
sister ship. There was a whole thing. So there was,
Whoa.
this is really interesting. And I'll read it up for next episode so we can actually talk about it because I think you like
No,
this.
let's dive in right now. Okay.
I don't know the details.
Damn.
But otherwise I totally would. But I need to read about it more. But it's something to do with there was two ships. There was the new one and the old one.
Right.
And they needed
The Queen Mary, right? Wasn't that the other one?
No, it had some other name. Like Titanic.
Right.
By the same company, the Starboard Harbor, the company that owns it, right? Or whatever it's called. And they needed one of them to sink for insurance reasons. So they switched the boats and sunk that ship.
Why would they do that though?
That's what I mean. I don't remember the conspiracy theory, but it's
Right.
really interesting. I'll read about it and we can talk about it next episode because it was
Yeah.
really cool.
And why would they kill people? Because killing people would raise your insurance, I'm sure.
There was some reason behind it.
Like
I'll
I
have a
could
look.
see sinking it, but like why wouldn't you set up a
But it-
sabotage in the harbor with nobody on it? Right? Like, why do it in the worst possible place?
Yeah.
In the most catastrophic
So maybe it's not
way.
a good conspiracy theory. I don't know. Let me read about it. I'll find the details.
The world is crazy. You know what I'm saying?
I'm trying to think, what's another good conspiracy theory?
Paperclip.
I don't know that.
Operation Paperclip.
What's that?
This is a historical fact. So at the end of World War II, all the superpowers divvied up all the Nazi scientists.
Yeah.
And like opened corporations in their countries with them. And so now things that we have like Bayer medicine was apparently a Jew hunter Nazi guy. Like
Really?
bad.
Ugh.
Yeah. Werner von Braun, of course, the founder of NASA and, inventor in rocketry. You know him?
No.
So
I think you talked about this on the podcast
this whole
before.
image of the shuttle being blasted off, you know that? That's actually an image that he drew up of a missile plan, an intercontinental missile plan
Oh,
to
geez.
strike the United States with missiles, right? So it's like weird, right? So everyone basically divvied up the Nazi scientists to go to their country.
Jeez.
That happened. Isn't it weird?
Yeah.
That's a real conspiracy that's fascinating though, because you have to ask, oh, here's another one.
Okay. Then one more, then we have to go.
This is the deep one. This is a deep conspiracy theory. All right. JFK, his brother, Robert F. Kennedy, I think, his assassination.
Oh, I've heard a lot about that.
Sirhan.
I don't know anything about that. I've heard people talk. He's a big thing with the QAnon people, right?
Oh, is it? I don't know.
Oh, maybe not. I thought he was a big. This has something to do with QAnon. There's a big conspiracy.
No, this has to do with MK Ultra.
Okay.
MK Ultra is another.
Because QAnon likes to take like very legit conspiracy theories and then make them cuckoo. You know.
I mean, they make a lot of stuff cuckoo, so that doesn't.
That's what I mean. But they take like big conspiracy theories like MK Ultra, that kind of stuff, right? And they'll make
But that's not a conspiracy.
No, right. There's a point.
Yeah.
But they'll make it something even weirder.
Oh yeah, oof, probably. But yeah, so Robert F. Kennedy. This is all on film, by the way. So this is all recorded. His assassination. God, you're freezing.
I'm
We're gonna end
so
up real
cold.
soon. So, you want to just close out?
We can finish.
You're shivering. Yeah,
It's
we're gonna,
okay. I wanna-
we're gonna close out
Okay, we'll finish Robert Kennedy.
next
week.
Maybe. I don't know. This is the worst podcast we've ever done.
No, it's not.
You don't think?
I mean, it's weird, but whatever.
I'm just a perfectionist. Sorry, guys. Thank you so much for watching Broken Spoken. See you next week. Oh my God. Useless podcast.
That should be our name. I'm kidding.